Hi, a little video about directional breathing. What is directional breathing, and is this a bunch of crap, or does this really work? Well, directional breathing is, for example, I'm closing my eyes, I'm concentrating on my left knee because, for example, I have an injury there, and I breathe into that part. You know, directional breathing is very common in yoga and stuff like that. And the cool thing is I have a little test to see if this works. So, and let's get into that. This is very simple. So please look at your hands. You see the lines here in your hands. Now stretch your fingers backwards and put those lines exactly on top of each other while stretching your fingers backwards. And then you put your fingers together. Now look at your hands. Most of the time, one of them is bigger than the other. So for me, my left hand, that's this one, is a little bit larger than the right hand. Now take the smaller hand, and then we're gonna do some directional breathing to see if something happens. And it's gonna be a surprise for most of you. Now, we're looking at our hands and slow down our breathing. While we breathe, so slowly deep in and out. While we breathe, we think of our hands. Maybe you can feel it in your hands like a slight tingling sensation. Another 3 breaths. Just focusing and looking at our hands and breathing into our hands, if you know what I mean. Now last one, fully in and fully out. Okay, now please join me again. Put those lines on top of each other. Stretch your finger backwards. And now close them. And what do you see? My right hand is now bigger than my left hand. So, you know, like, is this magic? Of course it isn't. Is directional breathing a bunch of crap? No, it isn't. You see what happens? Yeah, that we can grow our hands within like 3 times breathing. We actually don't grow our hands, but by thinking of a certain spot in your body and looking at it and breathing into it, we send more blood to that part. So we can mentally send our blood to a certain part of our body. This is directional breathing. And this simple test shows that you don't grow your hand, but you like direct more blood to your hand. Now what happens, say I have an injury on my left knee and I breathe into that. What happens is, if more blood is sent by the power of the mind, more blood is sent to my knee, more blood, more oxygen, faster recovery. So, directional breathing is not a bunch of crap. It works pretty well. I hope you like this, and talk to you soon in the next video. Bye bye.